Thank you. Hi, everyone. Nice to see you all. Thank you for allowing me to be here for Joe. Um, we are going to start in a comfortable seat, and we're going to start with a little meditation that I thought would be good for us. So just find a comfortable seat, and we're going to start doing a lotus breath mudra. So once you feel nice and comfortable, we can start with our hands together. So just take an inhale, maybe give yourself a little bow and a little namaste, welcoming to class. And then when we come up, when we inhale, we're going to open our fingers, but leaving our index and thumb to touch like a lotus flower. And then when we exhale, we're going to close. So we're going to do this for a few minutes so that we can just center in. You can keep your eyes closed if you want, but you can keep them open in the beginning so you can see. So when we inhale, the lotus flower opens and blooms. And when we exhale, it closes. So let's just slow our breath down and bring some intention. So when we inhale, bloom, exhale, close. And we'll do this 3 more times. So inhale, your lotus flower opens. Exhale, couple more times. Inhale, let your lotus flower open. You can open it fully. And then exhale, bring it to close. Let's do this one more time. Inhale, lotus flower blooms. And exhale, it closes. So you can release your hands to your side and just bring your hands to your knees. Maybe give your knees like some love here. And we'll just focus on our breath while we're seating. So again, your eyes can be closed here so that you're fully tuned inward. And just notice both sit bones on the earth and start to bring your awareness to your breath and take some deep breaths in this comfortable seat. So inhaling through your nose and exhale, maybe out of your mouth, let something go. 4 more, inhale and exhale. We're working on our pranayama breath here. So deep, long inhale, filling up your lungs. Full exhale. 3 more times. Just breathe at your own pace. Feeling the center and your connection with the earth and your breath. Take 2 more nourishing breaths in your comfortable seat. And then while we're still in our seat, we'll come into some light twists. So just inhale your arms up. Exhale, bring your right hand behind you and your left in front for a twist, looking behind your right shoulder. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, twist to the left. Easy twist, easy, comfortable twist. We'll do that a few more times. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist to the right. Staying connected with our pranayama. Inhale up. Exhale to the left. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, maybe twist a little deeper this time. Maybe you look way behind your shoulder. Inhale, arms up. Last one. Exhale, deep twist to the left. And then from here, we're going to come into a seated butterfly pose. We're going to open up our hips. So just bring the soles of your feet together. And you can start with some flapping your butterfly wings. And then from here, we're just going to feel grounded, feel our natural knees open. And what we're going to do is bring our hands forward for as comfortable as you can. So bring your fingers forward once you feel like a sweet spot. And then you can exhale and bring your forehead down towards your feet. So the purpose is to just be connected with your breath and to feel grounded and allowing your hips to open here. We are connecting with our Mula Bandha, which is our root lock chakra associated with our earth energy here. Just feeling grounded. Take 4 breaths here. Sometimes it's a little hard to try to quiet your mind, so that's why it's really important to just notice your breathing. 3 more breaths. Connecting with our earth below us, slowing our breath down. Try to let our mental noise quiet here. 2 more breaths. One last big breath. Full exhale, let something go. And we'll gently bring ourselves up. And you can cross your legs if you want to come into this like fire log pose or whatever comfortable seat you feel. And we're going to do like a cat cow on our seat. So bring your hands to your knees and then inhale, lift your heart, let your head fall back, open your throat. Exhale, round over, chin to chest. And we'll do this 3 times. Inhale, heart lifts, throat open. Exhale, close cat spine. Inhale, lift your heart, let your head fall back, let your mouth open when you exhale. Come back down, cat spine. Inhale, heart lifts. And then exhale, cat spine. And then we will move onto our backs. Just take your time coming onto your back. Release your legs. Come into a brief Shavasana. Just feel your connection with your mat. You can spread out nice and wide like a star. Just take a nice stretch here. And then bring your legs back in. And then inhale and bring your left knee to your chest. Just some gentle stretches and some compressions here. So squeeze your knee to your chest. And then bring your knee towards the right of you, opening up to a spinal twist. So your left arm is out. You can glance towards your left fingers and take 3 big breaths here. So your left knee is on the right. Maybe it's on the floor, maybe not. Just take big inhales. Exhale, release into this beautiful stretch. Take another big breath. Full exhale out of your mouth. Bring your knee back and release your legs straight. And then we'll grab our right knee. Inhale, squeeze it in, give yourself some compression. And then bring your right knee towards the left of your body, opening up your right arm. Sorry, twist. 3 breaths. Nice spinal twist. Big inhale, bring our breath down. Exhale out of your mouth. Take 1 more breath. Full exhale. Bring your leg back to meet the other. And then we're going to bring the heels of our feet towards our sit bones, and we're going to set up for a bridge pose. So make sure your palms are pressed into the earth And then when you inhale, lift your pelvis up towards the ceiling. You can walk your shoulder blades towards each other underneath you. Maybe you inhale onto your tippy toes, really bringing your pelvis up to the sky. 2 more breaths. Take another breath. Last breath. Big breath. Exhale, slowly come down 1 vertebrae at a time. Once your seat hits the ground, bring the soles of your feet together and open up into a reclined butterfly. Let your knees naturally fall. No need to try to exaggerate your stretch. Just let them naturally fall. We'll take 5 breaths here. So you can put one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly if you want, or you can bring your hands overhead. Just allow yourself to feel settled and feel open like a bloomed lotus flower. Let your eyes close. Take 3 more long, nourishing pranayama breaths here. Take one last big breath. Take your time with the inhale. Really fill up your lungs. And then fully exhale. Let something go. And then we'll gently close our legs up like we're closing a book. And then we're going to grab behind our knees and we're going to do some spinal rolls. So we're going to spinal roll about 3 to 4 times. When we do land, we're going to land in boat for some core work. Take your time getting into the balancing of the boat. And when we're here, we're going to be here for 5 breaths. So you don't have to start like a big boat. You can start just like this. Take a breath, feel your stability. Exhale. Maybe you inhale and straighten your legs a little bit. Exhale. Maybe you bring your arms out. 3 more breaths. Maybe you straighten your legs and become a V. 2 more breaths. Last breath. Exhale, hug your knees. Give yourself a little hug, forehead to knees. Then we're going to come on into tabletop. So if you have sensitive knees, you can roll your mat up here or use a blanket at home. But when we're in table, find your wrists under your shoulders, knees under your hips. And then we'll take about 3 cat cows. So inhale, lift your heart, lift your tail, gaze behind your brain. Exhale, hunch chin to chest. Feel that nice deep stretch. Inhale, exaggerate your stretch here. Lift your tail really high. Lift your heart really high. Exhale, hunch really tight here. Inhale, lift your tail higher. Lift your heart. Gaze behind your head. Open your mouth. Exhale, hunch. Let's do one more cat cow at your own pace. Breathing when you move. Inhaling, belly drops. Exhale, navel to spine. And then come back into a tabletop and then plant your left palm underneath your heart. Bring your right arm up. Big stretch. Then when we exhale, we're going to send our arm underneath our left, coming into thread the needle pose. So your cheek and ear can meet your mat. If you want to stretch your left hand above, you can also hold on to your yoga mat like this as well. And we'll take 3 breaths. So yeah, right temple and right cheek on the mat. 3 breaths. Take another big breath. Inhale to release your arm. You can twist your wrist around here. Then bring your right palm down right underneath you and inhale your left arm up. And then exhale, send your arm underneath your right, thread the needle, left cheek, left temple on the mat. 3 breaths. Maybe inhaling to stretch your right fingers up farther ahead. Exhale, maybe sinking your hips back. Another breath. Inhale to release your hand up to the sky. And then bring your palm to meet the other. Come into a cat-cow transition. And then we're going to do a little balancing from tabletop, bird dog. So we're going to inhale our left leg out, toes pointing down. And then our right arm up like we're shaking a hand, inhaling to lengthen. Exhale, hunch, elbow to knee, 2 more times. Inhale, reach, toes pointing down. Exhale, elbow to knee, like a cat spine. Inhale, cow heart. Exhale, cat spine, elbow to knee. Release your palm. Take a cat cow transition. Set yourself up for the other side. Right leg out, toes pointing down, left arm up. Inhale and reach. Exhale, hunch, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hunch, elbow to knee. Last breath. Inhale, lengthen, big stretch. Exhale, elbow to knee. And then send yourself back into a child's pose. Take 5 breaths in child's pose. A nice little bow to earth. If child's pose is a little much for you, you can always just be in a comfortable seat. It's always a good place to just kind of meditate or breathe. 3 more breaths in whatever you choose for your body. Always choose the best thing for your body. One more breath. Inhale yourself back into tabletop. Take your time. Just do one cat-cow transition. Exhale, hunch. Inhale, table. Come onto your toes, curl your toes, and exhale and send your hips up for down dog. Your knees can be bent here. You can pedal out your feet, walk your dog. Let your hands be wide like a tree frog. Let your head be really heavy here. Take a big breath. Full exhale. Look up at your hands and walk towards your hands. Inhale to a half lift. Hands on your shins, flat back. Exhale, fold. Find your forward fold. Your feet can be a little separate here. You can grab opposite elbows for ragdoll. Your knees can be bent. We'll take 3 breaths. So inhale, let your tail lift. Exhale, bring your chest towards your thighs. Let your head be heavy. 2 more breaths. Last breath. Release your grip if you're in ragdoll. Inhale to slowly rise. Coming into a mountain pose. Palms to your sides. Take a breath here, a gratitude breath. Full exhale. And then we'll move into some freedom breathing. Inhale your arms up, taking your time, channeling that pranayama energy from the beginning. Exhale, hands to heart. We'll do this 4 more times. Inhale, breathing slowly, taking our time. Exhale. 3 more times, moving with intention. Harnessing that sun energy. Exhale, hands to your heart. Twice more. Inhale. Taking up our time, nourishing our lungs, sipping all the good prana. Exhale. Last breath, biggest breath you got. Inhale. Hold. And exhale. You can keep your eyes closed here, and if you want to set yourself an intention or just stand in silence for a few breaths, maybe a silent dedication for yourself and your practice and your body and everything that it's capable of. And then we're going to inhale our arms up, and then we're going to exhale into a seat. So come into a seat, 3 breaths here. When you look down, you should see your toes. If not, sit a little deeper and sit back farther. This pose is called awkward pose, so it does feel a little awkward. Inhale, lift your arms. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Take another breath. And then exhale to fold. Inhale, half lift. And then exhale, walk into a plank pose. Your knees can be down for plank if you want. We're going to be here for 3 breaths. So push the mat away on your inhale. Let your shoulders expand. Stay for your exhale. Take another big breath. Exhale. Now, when you inhale, come forward on the balls of your feet so your shoulders are over your wrists. Then exhale to lower with control. Uncurl your toes. Inhale your heart up for cobra. Exhale, forehead down. Now stay down, and we're going to work on our cobra. So bring your feet together. Press your toes tightly into the mat like a cobra tail. Make sure your hands are by your floating rib cage. Then inhale, lift your heart using mostly your low back strength. Exhale, forehead down. Inhale, cobra. Grow your cobra hood. Exhale, down. Now inhale, full cobra, straighten your arms. And exhale, come into child's pose. Take a breath in child's pose. And we're going to inhale and slide forward like cobra. So this is going to be like a little floor vinyasa. So then when we exhale, we're going to come into child's pose. Then inhale, slide our hands up. Just a little floor vinyasa flow. Exhale into child's pose. Last one, inhale, slide up. This time, bring your hands out at a 45-degree angle and let your feet be as wide as your mat. So now we're in seal pose. So inhale and lift your heart up a little bit more. You can feel your psoas stretch like this. If you want to bring your feet up, and then we're going to exhale and come into down dog. Take a big breath in down dog. And we're going to inhale our right leg up. Exhale, step through, coming into a low lunge. Take your time here. Uncurl your left toes. Inhale yourself up, and we're just going to work on our stability in low lunge. So once you feel stable, then we're going to inhale our arms up and stay for 3 breaths. Sometimes staying in a pose is the most complicated part. So it's good to just work on our posture while we're in this pose. Inhaling your arms straight. Maybe you sink a little bit deeper into your right knee. It's your choice. Take another breath. Exhale, bring your hands down to on the inside of your right foot. Lift your left knee so you're in a low runner's lunge. Then bring your right arm up for an easy twist. 3 breaths. 2 more breaths. Last breath. Bring your hand down. Step your right foot back so you're in plank. Inhale, push the mat away. Exhale, forward on the balls of your feet to lower. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, down dog. Take a big breath here. Inhale through your nose. Release something, exhale. Then we're going to inhale our left leg up and exhale through for low lunge. Taking our time in low lunge. When we feel stable, then we bring our arms up on an inhale. 3 breaths. Inhale, heart lifts. Maybe exhaling to sink into your left knee. 1 more breath. Bringing our hands down. Right hand inside of our left foot so that we can come into our low runner's lunge. So your right knee's up, then inhale your left arm up. 3 breaths. Your knee can be down here if you want. 2 more breaths. Last breath. Exhale, bring your hand down, step your left foot back, and come into a flow. Exhaling to lower. Inhaling, heart lifts. And exhale, come back in a child's pose. Take a comfortable seat or stay in child's for 3 breaths. This is just like our little grounding spot. Another big breath here. Inhale yourself into tabletop. Take your time. Once you're in table, curl your toes and exhale your hips up for down dog. Take a big breath in down dog. Inhale your right leg up. Exhale, step through, and we're going to come into warrior 1 pose, but take your time. So warrior 1, your left foot's at a 45-degree angle. Bend into your right knee. If your hips are facing out, bring them squared in front of you. Then inhale your arms up. Stay for 3 breaths. Pinkies towards each other for internal rotation. Maybe kind of like that lotus mudra here. 2 more breaths. Last breath. Inhale, open up to warrior 2 for 3 breaths. So adjusting your feet, hips are now turned out, shoulders relaxed. 2 more breaths. Inhale, reverse your warrior, reaching your right hand back. Come back out, and then we're going to move into extended side angle, resting our right elbow. 2 breaths. Inhale, come out, straighten your right leg. Move your left foot a little closer. Then we're going to move into reverse triangle. So your right hand over your head. Inhale your arms out, keeping your legs. We're going to move into triangle. So reach with your right hand till you can't reach, and then grab onto your shin. Left arm up. 3 breaths here. One more breath. Inhale, come into a brief warrior 2. Then we'll exhale our hands down. Choose a flow if you want, or you can just meet us in down dog. Inhaling, your heart lifts. Exhale, down dog. One more side to do. Take a big breath here. Inhale your left leg up. Exhale, step through, taking our time here. Right foot at a 45-degree angle. Inhale yourself up, warrior 1. 3 breaths. You can use the lotus mudra if you want, kind of like you're bringing love from your heart, giving it to the universe. Bend a little bit more into your left knee. 2 more breaths. Last breath. Exhale. Inhale into warrior 2. 3 breaths here. Bending into our left knee. Feeling strong. Staying connected with our pranayama, our breathing. Take another breath. And inhale, reverse your warrior. So your left arm overhead. You can be grabbing onto your calf. Reach all the way back. Inhale up. Exhale, extended side angle. So you're resting your left elbow on your left knee. 1 big breath. Inhale up, straighten your left leg, and we're going to come into our reverse triangle. So you can bring your feet closer together. And just bring your left arm back. 2 breaths. Inhale, warrior 2 arms, but keeping our legs for triangle. Then we're going to reach our hand till we cannot reach anymore, and then drop down into triangle. 3 breaths. Inhale up. Brief warrior 2, just for a beat. And then we'll flow down, stepping our left foot back. Inhale, plank. Exhale, low. Inhale, hard up. Exhale, down dog. Last down dog. Take a breath. Exhale. Walk your hands back to your feet. Slowly rise. Hands overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Give yourself a little gratitude bow. Take another breath. Inhale your arms up. Beautiful breath. Exhale. Now we'll move into tree pose. So tree pose, we'll balance on our left foot first, and I like to pretend like my foot is a suction cup, getting energy from the earth. And then you choose where you want your tree. You can turn your right knee out, keep your foot on your ankle. You can bring it on your calf. Just don't put it on your knee or on your inner thigh is good. When you find the tree that you want, choose your arms. You can have arms up. You can do hands to heart. Anyway, just find something still to focus on, like the tip of your nose. Stay with your breath. Trust yourself and your balance. If you fall, just get right back into it, building strength and confidence and focus in our tree. 2 more breaths. Last big breath. Exhale, hands to heart. Release your foot. Shake out your balancing foot if it feels good. Come into a big star. This is just a little transition. Exhale, goddess. And then bring your hands to your heart. And then we'll find balance on our right foot. So remember, like it's a suction cup, getting energy from the stability of earth, bringing our left knee out, deciding where we want our foot while we balance. Maybe each side feels different than the other. Staying with our breath no matter where we go. Maybe choosing different arms just to challenge yourself. I'm doing reverse namaste behind my back. Takes practice to get to that though sometimes. So find your drishti, your yoga gaze, something still to focus on. 3 breaths. Last breath. Exhale, hands to heart. Release your leg. We're going to come into star. And we're going to transition into a yogi squat. So take your time coming down. Exhale, hands to heart, and just come down. You can bring your feet a little closer together. You can just sit down if this is a little too hard for you as well. Just come into a comfortable seat. Or let this squat, we'll just be here for 2 breaths. So inhale, let your heart be up, back flat. Stay for your exhale. 1 more big breath. Exhale, release your hands, come onto your seat and come onto your back. We're going to take a reclined pigeon. So once you're on your back, your knees are up. Bring your right ankle over your left knee for a figure 4. And how we were threading the needle before with our hands, we're going to thread our hands through that little triangle and grab the back of our left knee. And take 4 breaths here. Your right elbow can be pushing into your right knee if you want to feel a nice IT band stretch. You can also be pulling your left knee towards you while simultaneously using your elbow to push into your right leg. That's a nice, good stretch there. We'll take 3 more breaths. Your left leg can be extended if you want to. Maybe you bring your left knee close to your chest. Feel a deep stretch. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Let go of your knee, releasing your left leg. And then we're going to bring our knees to the left here. So our left or right foot is on the ground. So we're in this little twist here. So just bring your right foot down to the left of you. And we're just in this little twist. You can look towards the right. Just take a couple breaths. Then bringing our legs back up, releasing our right foot to the ground, and then switching legs for figure four. So left foot on top of right thigh, threading your hands through that little triangle, grabbing behind your right knee. Figure four, reclined pigeon stretch here. More breaths. Finish your last breath, release your leg, and bringing your left foot towards the right of you, coming into a little twist, looking towards the left. Take one more big breath. Release out of your twist and then grab your either your feet or your shins for happy baby. We're finishing up here, so you can rock your baby left and right. You can extend one leg and the other if you want some nice stretches. Feel the nice back massage, massaging your all the muscles in your back, low back. Really rock around and just feel that nice release. And then any last movement your body wants before Shavasana. Legs up the wall is a good option here. If you like legs up the wall, you can bring your hands up too for a dead bug pose. It's really good for circulation. You can also come into a plow, feet behind your head if that's in your practice. Shoulder stand if you can safely do shoulder stand. Just move with what your body wants. Eventually release into your Shavasana. Legs extend, palms facing the sky, toes pointing opposite directions, and give yourself at least a minute of deep rest. Let your eyelids be heavy. Let your heart rate come back down. Connect back with the pranayama energy that we've been working with all class. Slowing down our breath, slowing down our movement. Envisioning the lotus flower when we inhale, blooming good thoughts. Exhaling, the lotus flower closes, releasing, taking anything away that doesn't serve us. It's nice to envision the nice, beautiful pink bloom of the lotus with our lungs. Exhale, it closes and takes away whatever doesn't serve us in our body. While you're breathing and envisioning the lotus flower, there's a little something I want to read to you. It is time to grow, to expand, to embrace the transformation that is here for us. For life is transformation in motion. We are always changing and evolving. We go through many processes that shift who we are, how we think, and how we operate. Life is always happening for us, even in the darkest of moments. There will always be moments of recoil before we spring forward. There will always be tears to cleanse away the dirt, and there will always be labor pains as we emerge through to the other side of the transformation. It is only when we deny this change that we find a fight. Allow the darkness, allow the mess, allow for the contractions, for this is all part of the birthing process. Life is transformation in motion. Don't block what you are meant to grow into. You are meant to bloom time and time and time again. What is your soul ready to grow this time? We'll end class on our back, so no need to move, but we will breathe together. So release whatever breath you have. And then when you inhale, I invite you to envision the lotus flower blooming nice and big. And exhale, the lotus closes and takes away anything that's holding you back. Thank you all for coming to yoga today. Again, my name is Devonna. Thank you so much. Namaste.